Hello, I'm Jerry Jacobs, and welcome to Save My Catholic Marriage Minute, where my main mission is to keep you out of divorce court. The Save My Catholic Marriage Minute is for you if your wife has asked for divorce or separation, your wife has left the home, or you are separated. Your wife is in the home, but you are in separate bedrooms. Your marriage is just plain boring or has no passion. You engage in a marital embrace less than weekly or severe less than once a month. You are divorced but didn't want it. Or you are determined not to have your marriage end up like any of the above situations. Now, if you fit in one of these categories and want to know how to fix it, follow these steps. Step 1, of course, listen to today's Marriage Minute. After listening, visit www.savemycatholicmarriage.com. That's www.savemycatholicmarriage.com. Sign up to watch the Marriage Masterclass to learn how to repair your marriage today. So, let's do this. So, what are the behaviors of a troubled wife? Moreover, what are the clues that your wife will display now or in the future when she is unhappy and planning to leave? Just so you know, I'm going to go over each of 30 clues, one by one in a series of 30 episodes, which I call Hell on Earth, the behaviors of a troubled wife. In this series, I'll give you the benefit of my over 35 years of marriage experience. I've been married twice. My first wife died of leukemia, and we were on the verge of divorce at the time. And in my current marriage, I saw the same crap going on that was going on in my first marriage. So I decided I had to do something. I could no longer wait. So what I did was I put together a step-by-step system to help men stay out of divorce court. Many Catholics that are versed in the faith will say, man, what is he talking about? There's no such thing as divorce in the Catholic Church. God doesn't even recognize divorce. And to that I say, yep. I have talked to many so-called Orthodox Catholics and Protestants whose wife didn't believe in divorce either, right up until she wanted to get rid of his butt. Now, divorce just happens to be quite okay, doesn't it? And you better believe that they will pursue it if it means getting you to man up and be the man she needs. Because I know from experience that no one teaches us how to build a great, loving, passionate, and exciting marriage over decades. Not just 5 years, but decades. Hey, you can keep your head in the sand and ignore these clues of a troubled wife if you want, but I guarantee, not promise, you will be getting a lawyer, dividing up your assets eventually. Again, your wife needs validation of your love daily, and if you don't give it to her, she will find a substitute somewhere that doesn't include you. Then you will wake up, but then it may be too late, and you'll be calling me to help you get out of the hell you've created. Maybe not today or tomorrow, but it will happen. You must understand women speak in code, and you will never know what they are up to if you don't begin noticing and paying attention to your surroundings. I tell men that I work with, your wife in this area is always 20 steps ahead of you. And once they get to this point, you'd better catch up or you will find yourself in divorce court. If you have ever seen one of these clues, you should begin to perk up and nip this in the bud. If you see two or already extremely, I'm gonna let if you have two or more of these clues, you are already extremely behind, and better get on your job as a man and a husband, because you better believe she has begun what I call the women's exit strategy, where she has begun planning how to exit your marriage, or she is trying to figure out if this marriage is really going anywhere. Believe me, if you don't wake up, she will wake you up real quick by taking you on a journey through divorce court hell. So before we view clue number 7, let's go over the ones we've covered so far. Number 1, does she seem distant? Number 2, is she spending time with single friends? More time, I should say. Number 3, does she seem uninterested in the marital embrace? Number 4, is she still as supportive as she used to be? Number 5, is she still as loving as she used to be? And number 6, does she go out to clubs and events without you? So I present to you, Hell on Earth, the top 30 clues of a troubled and unhappy wife. Number 7's clue is that your wife will be planning to get rid of you is what? Does she take longer to answer your text or phone messages? Think about it. Think about it. Does she take longer to answer your texts or phone messages than she used to? Remember, when your wife thought you were the most important person on the earth. Remember when she couldn't wait to see you, talk to you, hold you? Remember when you texted her and there was an almost immediate response? Remember when you called her and no matter what she was doing, she answered your call? Well, my question to you is, has that changed? Have you noticed the excuses are more frequent of, well, I was talking to so-and-so, or I had to do something real quick, or I tried to answer, but I couldn't get my phone to work in time? This clue is subtle and can go unnoticed if we aren't paying close attention. Why? Because it's one of those things that happen slowly over time, not immediately. It starts to make you wonder, what is she doing that she can't answer my call, right? Also, the time of day. Is it in the morning, the afternoon, or is it in the evening when she should be at home? Look, when a wife loves her husband and feels loved, he is priority number 1 with no freaking excuses. Sure, every now and then things come up, but what I'm speaking about is when it becomes a common occurrence. Even though this clue is subtle, when combined with another of the other clues, it becomes very powerful. As a husband, you must not allow this to go unnoticed. You must sit her down and make sure this isn't something serious. You can't procrastinate on this clue, especially if it's combined with 1 or 2 of the other clues. Man up, brother, man up, and get to the bottom of this. Don't let it sneak up on you. Bam. Again, follow these 3 steps to fix your marriage now, not later. Step 1, determine if you are in one of these following categories. Your wife has asked for a divorce or separation. Your wife has left the home or you are separated. Your wife is in the home, but you are in separate bedrooms. Your marriage is just plain boring or no passion. You engage in the marital embrace less than weekly or severe less than once a month. You are divorced but didn't want it, or your instincts have kicked in and you have decided you do not want your marriage to end up like any of those situations above. Step 2, if you do fit in one of those, visit www.savemycatholicmarriage.com. That's www.savemycatholicmarriage.com to sign up to watch the Marriage Masterclass to learn how to repair your marriage now. And in conclusion, as we always do, we end with a quote from Pope Benedict XVI, which states, "Society offers you comfort, but you weren't made for comfort. You were made for greatness. So go forth, Christian soldier. The spiritual fight is upon you. Fast, pray, and prepare for battle."